Hey, welcome to a brand new edition of the Rundown with Ramon. My name is Ramon Ray. Glad you're here today. Thank you for taking the time to be here on this amazing edition. We've got a lot in store for you. Well, in fact, three things in store for you. One, the Pope, the Catholic Church, is using influencers to spread its message of faith and religion and Catholicism to the world. Interesting tidbit for us on what that may mean. New York Times is shifting some of its regular writers in exchange for people who can do more video. And Jake Paul, the boxer, relatively boxed over the last 5 years, I think it is, and Tyler Perry, of course, the media mogul, they have some things in common, but you may not know about it. Again, welcome to a brand new edition of the Rundown with Ramon. My name is Ramon Ray, 5-time entrepreneur, 3-time author, here to help you live your best life and start or grow your business. This episode is brought to you by Bitdefender. When you go home at night, you click, lock your door, lock your door. When you exit your vehicle, you boop, lock the door of your vehicle. So why not make sure your business is secure with Bitdefender as well? Check this out from our friends, in fact, at Bitdefender.
It starts with something small. An email, a phone call, a fake invoice. It looks real. It sounds urgent. One wrong move, and your business pays the price. Small businesses are easy targets for cyber criminals. With Bitdefender, they lose every time. Enjoy unstoppable security and real peace of mind so you can fight for success, not against cyber threats. Real-time protection, zero stress. Get Bitdefender today.
Hey, that's from our friends at Bitdefender Small Business. Glad you're here for the Rundown with Ramon. So let's dive into topic number one. Why is my cell phone going off at this time of the day? Topic number one is talking about the Pope, or AKA the Catholic Church, are using influencers, reports the New York Times. I thought this was very interesting. Catholic Church is trying to get influencers, women with fashion accounts and hot priests, as it were, to serve as its digital missionaries. New York Times writes in a first, the Vatican gathered more than 1,000 content creators last week in an auditorium near St. Peter's Basilica. They danced, took selfies, and filmed the stage with flashed in neon pink and blue. Pope Leo, in fact, made an appearance, sparking a photo frenzy. New York Times writes, Christianity has a branding problem. Over the past 25 years, tens of millions of Americans left the faith. While that has stalled recently, no one wants to go to a party that seems to be winding down. So churches, in fact, are turning to influencers to build hype. Listen, if the Catholic Church, if the Pope can use influencers to grow their business or to grow what they're doing, to grow their faith, to grow what they're sharing, to grow how they're building their enterprise, I'll call it this way, but the Christian faith, or the Catholic faith, as it were, why not your business? Influencer marketing is a powerful way to build your business and build your brand. And here's a few things that you can consider. Here's a few things that everybody can do as you're considering leveraging the power of influencers in your business. One, definitely work with an influencer who aligns with your brand. Simple things like, do they curse? Do they not? Are their politics aligned with you? Or do you even know their politics? So how can you leverage the power of influencers to work with your brand? Number two, are they well-spoken enough, or well-spoken as you need them to do, that they can communicate, they can telegraph what you need to the market? Number three, is their audience somewhat, what they say and who they're trying to reach, in line with what you're doing and who you want to reach and who you're reaching, talking about to the business owner? Understand the influencer need not have a large following per se. They should have some following, but they don't have to have 10 million people. Maybe they only have 10,000 people or 5,000 people. Niche or micro influencer marketing can definitely work, because you can take the content they're creating and you can amplify that. You can start with one influencer. If you like how it's working, you can then use several influencers. So listen, if the Catholic Church can use influencers, invite influencers to their office, to their headquarters in Rome, right? And I think it's Rome. You may want to consider that as well. So maybe you have a coffee shop and you're working with some local influencers to expand the reach of your coffee shop. Whether you pay them or not, paying influencers is definitely doable and definitely should be considered. Not all influencers will work for money. Some may work for some cool coffee or for exposure, or just for the sake of saying they're working with you. Now, the bigger the influencer, those who are seasoned influencers, they're going to want to be paid rightfully so for the work they're doing for your brand. Influencer marketing definitely can work. And you want to ask yourself, what are all the things that can go bad? One thing that can go bad is the influencer does something on a platform that doesn't represent you, doesn't represent how you would do it or what you'd want them to do. Hey, Ayanna, good to have you here. It's been a minute. You can see my time has changed, Ayanna, but glad you're here today on the Rundown with Ramon. Welcome to a brand new day. So influencer marketing can be powerful. And again, you can start with one or two and you can go on from that and you can learn from them as well and understand every influencer is different, but you can learn from that influencer what they want, what's important to them, how they want to work with you or not work with you. This program is brought to you by Bitdefender Small Business. I'm, as it were, an influencer for Bitdefender and for VeriSign and Rocket Lawyer as well. What about you? What are you doing to extend your business's brand beyond what you can do on your own? Especially those of you who are busy and have difficulty creating content, working with an influencer who can help you create content for your brand can be a powerful way to get content for your business. They bring their video camera to your office. They follow you around at their video camera. They bring you around. This can be an important growth in the brand of your business. My name is Ramon Ray. Welcome to a brand new edition of the Rundown with Ramon. I hope your day is going blessed and well today. As you can tell, those who watch the Rundown with Ramon, I'm in a slightly brand new studio, temporary studio, as I'm here getting ready for the birth of my daughter's baby her first child coming up the next week or so, here to spend some time with her and support my wife as she's here. Welcome again to the Rundown with Ramon. I encourage you to go to zoneofgenius.com, zoneofgenius.com, and sign up so you do not miss out on any of the amazing nuggets, any of the insights, any of the information that we're putting out here on a daily basis at zoneofgenius.com. Number 2, interesting insight from Semaphore, talking about how the New York Times is moving around, pushing out some of its historical columnists in food and other things in favor of people that can create great video, and in particular, short form video. There's a nugget here, not just about what the New York Times are doing, but from all of us. If you're not leveraging the power of video in your business, I do think you're missing out. I think you're missing out. Yes, LinkedIn posts are good. Yes, your blog is good. Yes, your email is good. All those things are good. Having a great website and a domain name are absolutely important. And as you're seeing that the New York Times is doing, they're realizing they need to be more video friendly, and you should be as well. Video humanizes and personalizes your brand in ways that simple text, in ways that simple writing cannot do. Having a face, a smile, extends your brand in different ways. New York Times is seeing that. Diving more into this article from Semaphore, the Times announced the reassigning television critic Margaret Lyons and music critic John Perez and theater critic Jesse Green, classical music critic Zach Wolf to other parts of the paper. The move was part of what Times culture editor Sia Michaels said were broader cultural shifts driven by technology. She said in an internal memo that Times readers were hungry for trusted guides to help them make sense of this complicated landscape, not only through traditional reviews, but also with essays, news story forums, videos, and experimentation with other platforms. The paper obliged and met with some staff as they were asking to meet and explain what the changes were. The paper's overall leadership did not explain in detail how it saw criticism changing. Let me dive into this. The Times is clearly in the midst of rethinking its critical voice. In June, the paper announced it had hired 2 food critics to fill the chief restaurant role. So this is diving into, of course, changes in the evolution of the New York Times. But the bigger piece it is here is that video is very important. And even a company like the New York Times, they can see the importance of that, and they're shifting around things. What about you and your business? Are you using video in your business? Are you using it enough in your business? The Rundown with Ramon, this daily show is a daily show. What are you doing? Of course, many of you know Jake Paul and or Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry, the media mogul, and Jake Paul, the recent boxer and, of course, a YouTuber. I heard an interview with both of them at 2 different times, and it was very revealing, very interesting what they came up with. They were both asked, what mistakes have they made? What would they change in their past? And both of them came up with the same conclusion. Both of them said no. that there's nothing they would change, that there were no mistakes made, not that they were perfect. But here's the nugget. And by the way, you want to get this, just go to zoneofgenius.com. Go to zoneofgenius.com and you can search on Jake Paul, or depending on when you go there, you'll see it right at the top of one of our recent articles. You can search on that as well. We have search on the right side or in the bottom of the site. You can just search for the word, Jake Paul or Tyler Perry. But what they said is this. They said that everything they've gone through in life has been a driver of their success of today. Everything they've gone through in life has been a talking point, a step of success of who they are today. See, it's a matter of perspective. Sometimes we go through things, we go through hard things, easy things, whatever thing we're going through, and we think that, oh, this happened to me. But as I've heard from other people say, to change our perspective to maybe saying, this happened for me. Leveraging the things that have happened in our past, the good and the bad, the highs and the lows, and realizing these are steps on a journey to make me better, because who I am today in this season right here may not be, and hopefully will not be, the person I am 5 days from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, that I can use these things that have happened to me, the good and the bad, to be a better human, a better person. We all have the opportunity. We all have the chance to do that on a daily basis. The question is, will we do it? Will we take advantage of the opportunity, or will we not? This reminds me, I'll be in Las Vegas speaking at Entrepreneur Level Up Conference. And it reminds me of my own journey. Everything I've done in the past, and I've done some amazing things, may have led up to this moment to speak at one of the most impactful events for businesses in the world with some of the best speakers in the world. Marcus Lemonis and Cody Sanchez and Robert Herjavec. These are A-list entrepreneurs, and I'll be on stage with them hosting their event. So when I think about the past little events I've done, or even bigger events I've done, invited by Gary Vaynerchuk to speak at his event, I'll be hosting Black Enterprises, Black Men Excel, and other events I've been asked to host and lead and do and be a part of. And I think, wow, if I wouldn't have had the opportunities to be at those other events, what I've had the opportunity to be at this one. So as Jake Paul has said, and Tyler Perry, don't look at your past as mistakes, as low points in life. Look at them as learning lessons, which may have brought you here today. As we've talked about in the New York Times, is moving more to video. You should be as well. Some people don't like to be on video. Video does not come naturally for all, but video definitely is a game changer. And the Pope can rely on influencers to help grow the Catholic Church, bringing together 1,000 influencers to Rome. Maybe you should be leveraging influencers more in your business. Again, this brought to you by The Rundown with Ramon, brought to you by Bitdefender. You go home at night and lock the doors of your house. You leave your car, you lock your car doors. Are you ensuring your business is secure as well? Check out Bitdefender Small Business.
Running a business is tough. Cyber threats make it even tougher. Phishing scams, ransomware, one click can cost you everything. Bitdefender stops threats before they strike. No IT skills needed. Bitdefender, your go-to cybersecurity partner. Easy to use, impossible to outsmart. Just security that thinks ahead. You run the business. We stop the threats. Get Bitdefender today. Trusted. Always.
All right. Big thanks to our friends at Bitdefender Small Business. Go right now to bitdefender.com, and download Bitdefender Small Business to make sure that your business is protected. I use Bitdefender. You should as well. Well, that's a wrap. This is The Rundown with Ramon. Have any questions, have comments from me, feel free to put them in the chat, put them in the comments. You can always email me, ramon@ramonray.com, and let us know you're watching. Let us know you're here. Appreciate you being here today. And as I'm in my temporary studios for another bit of time, glad you're here. And listen, make the world a better place. The world is full of so much acrimony, full of so much division, full of so much divisiveness, full of so much hate, full of so much people tearing each other down and not celebrating everybody. But it's important that we celebrate all, celebrate people, inspire others to the greatness that they can. God gave you the genes you have. God gave me the genes I have, and we can all grow in how we are and who we are. Make the world a better place. Again, my name is Ramon Ray. This is The Rundown with Ramon. Thanks for being here. Well, that's a wrap. Hope you're having a great day tomorrow. A great day today. Tomorrow, I'll be here at the same time, 7:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. and Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday as well, hopefully. And I hope you're enjoying this episode. Hope you learned something today from Jake Paul, Tyler Perry. Hope you learned something from the Pope, and hope you learned something from the New York Times. They're using video. You should too. With that, it's a wrap. Thanks so much for being here. Appreciate it. Be blessed.